Just looking back on the Champions League in Group C, where Barcelona's 1-0 loss to Inter did them no favours, it's fair to say, nor did the referee either. They sit third right now, and it is a must-win match in their next Champions League game against Inter next week. Luis Garcia is still with us. Luis, what did you make of their performance, and are you worried about them in the Champions League?
Yes, of course I am, because we were all expecting Barcelona to continue doing well. They've done amazing in La Liga. They are at the top of the league, and they are convincing, showing that the strength that they go in every single line, you are capitalizing it. But it's true that with the injuries of Jules Koundé, of Araujo, very important players at the back, there was a little bit of concern. There were two changes with Eric Garcia and Christiansen at the back, Sergio Roberto as a fullback, and Alonso, who actually I think that didn't have the best game. He's struggling that left side. Dembele was again the main threat, with Rafinha also struggling to create chances. And once again, Lewandowski not finding the net. And they found a very good Inter, knowing that they have to be very compact, very disciplined. They never lost the composure, knowing that if they allow Barcelona to come, they will have space at the back, and they did so well. They scored that goal and stay at the back. And after we've seen Xavi complaining about the situation of the handball, yeah, a lot of talks about it. A big problem for Barcelona, because now they have to win the next two games if they want to think about going to the knockout stages.
I just want to talk a little bit about Dembele. There's been a lot of talk about him in the Spanish press. He lost the ball 38 times. Although he touched the ball 59 times more than Gavi. So obviously you can see this a few ways. It's like, get the ball to Dembele, but it wasn't the best game for Dembele, was it, Luis?
Yeah, it wasn't the best game because he was trying. I think Inter was always ready to cover that left side, trying to bring two players that were helping Inter the Milan. They were doing very well because they knew about the potential of Dembele when he's on the run. But of course, when people see that he was missing, he made so many crosses, he tried many shoots, and of course, when you're trying to create, that is always easier to break down the game and stop the play, because it's easy just to touch it. When you have to create, there is a lot more difficulties. And if you have a look, once again, Barcelona was trying to find him every single time. That's why he touches so many times. And when you try to put the ball in between the lines, where 6-7 players of Inter de Milan trying to stop you, it's not always going to be easy to find Lewandowski in this occasion, or sometimes Rafinha arriving from second post. So even though that it wasn't the best game of Dembele, I think he doesn't have to do anything that he lost so many times, because at the end, if you're going to compare it with Busquets, that is trying to play easy to one side, the other side, or as a centre-back, that they try to play with the players they are in front, is totally different. So yeah, I understand that people is not happy because of the game, because of the whole game overall, but Dembele definitely tried his best, even though they couldn't find the way of finding Lewandowski in this occasion.
All right then, so it's a big week for Barcelona coming up. Obviously they've got Sunday's game against Celta, but then next week they face Inter again in the Champions League, with the way things are looking for them in their group. And then it's El Clasico at Real Madrid just a few days later. Which game is more important for them, Luis, Inter or Real Madrid?
What a question that is. I guess that the first one, we go first one, Inter de Milan, I guess. I think it's very important that they're trying to find that balance, because you cannot think about what is going to happen the week after, when you have such an important game in midweek. So I guess that Inter de Milan, the first one, actually Celta de Vigo, that is going to be the first one, is the most important, because for them getting another 3 points is going to give them that momentum that they are looking forward to, that consistency, that confidence to arrive to Inter and with guarantees that you can get a good result. And after we'll think about what they have to do against Real Madrid. That definitely is going to be totally a different approach. But very important what you got in front. And it's true that sometimes it's a cliche. Yeah, the most important games is the first one that you have in front of you. But it's for real, because you can build on the confidence, you can build on the trust of your supporters. What is going to happen in the second and the third? So Celta de Vigo will be the most important, and Inter right after.
It sounds like you've been with Diego Simeone for tapas, Luis. The next game's the most important. We're not looking ahead after that one. What about you, Shaka? Inter or Real Madrid, which is more important?
Well, I'll copy Luis's cliche and say the next Celta Vigo is the most. Between the two, between Inter and Real Madrid, I have to believe that Inter is the more important right now, simply because you lose that and you're outside of qualifying for the Champions League knockout stages, given everything that Barcelona have invested and the levers they've pulled to pull this squad together. But more so, I think the dent it does to your confidence, to your psychology in going into that Real Madrid game, I'm not sure how you get yourself up for it. On the other side of that same coin, a good performance, a good result against Inter Milan takes you into that Real Madrid game in so much better form, in so much better spirit and psychology around it, that there's a lot hinging on that Inter game, a lot more in terms of how you go into that Real Madrid game. So it's a big 90 minutes. It's so to Lewis's point, it's a big 180 minutes to come before Real Madrid. Yeah. You know, footballers love a cliche. Footballers love a cliche.
It's a game or two, have.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.